All right, I wanted to make this video because I was just talking to a patient. He's an older guy. It's probably like in his 70s. And he's having some symptoms of sciatica. He's got back pain, sciatica. It's mostly like his legs though. Definitely stenosis, degeneration, a lot going on in his spine. There's no doubt about it. He's doing better with his adjustments. But he's definitely, he's not 100%. And listen, there are limitations that matter where sometimes the symptoms aren't going to completely go away. And he gets that. He understands that. He has been doing really well, sticking to his frequency of care. So he's definitely coming along. He's trending. But he's saying, man, my legs and the soreness. So I said, listen, I already had sent him back to his medical doctor. He already been to his medical doctor. They ruled out like clot and stuff. So then he brought it up again. I go, let me see your list of medications. So he showed me his, he has it in his wallet. And it was like 6 medications. I'm not judging. I'm not telling you stop taking medication. That's not what I'm saying. But it was funny because I started pulling up some of the medications and the side effects. And next thing you know, oh, I got that side effect. I have that side effect. Muscle soreness, pain, all this stuff he's explaining. Diarrhea, stomach issues, drowsiness, dizziness, headaches, just all these crazy symptoms. And what I said to him, and he just had like a light bulb moment because he says, I'm taking all these medications. I go, listen, I'm not blaming your doctor. I'm just saying it's more of like the system, right? I want you to think about this for yourself. When you get put on these medications, right? It's not about your quality of life. Think about that for a second, because you can go in there and they put you on medication for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, blood sugar issues. What else? Maybe for, vascular issues, heart issues, whatever it may be. I'm not telling you stop taking medication. It's not what I'm saying. Maybe you're in pain. They put you on something for that. I don't know, whatever it may be. But what will happen is, if it is for, say, cholesterol, for example, or high blood pressure, for example, or high blood sugar, the person starts taking the medications. Now, next thing you know, they're on 5 right off the bat. They just mix 5 medications, different companies. They were never tested together. Okay, that's a whole nother issue. But now all of a sudden they start to develop stomach problems, bloating, gas, diarrhea. I get dizzy when I stand up. I get lightheaded. I'm getting headaches. I can't leave the house. In other words, their quality of life tanks. They go back to the doctor and they're expressing this to the doctor. Doc, I got vertigo now. I got muscle soreness. I can't walk more than a block. I can't walk around my apartment. I can't leave the bathroom. I can't get out of the house. I get vertigo. I stand up. I feel like I get lightheaded. I'm going to pass out. I don't know. Is that my blood sugar? Is it my blood pressure? I got all these symptoms, and I think it's from taking all these medications. And the answer is, listen, we don't care about that. Look, your numbers came back on your blood test and the numbers are better. Look, your blood pressure's lower. The number's better. They don't care about the quality of life. They don't care about your quality of life and your day-to-day. They just care that the numbers changed on the blood work. I literally have patients come in that say, well, I got high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I'm on a water pill. I'm taking stuff for my blood sugar. So I'm on like 2 or 3 medications for that. I'm on stuff for the vertigo. I'm on stuff for pain. But that's all being taken care of. That's all good. Like in other words, because they're taking these chemicals and masking the symptoms, they think it's good. And when I said that to him, he's like, "Oh my God, most of my problems are from these medications." I go, "Listen, I don't tell people start or stop taking medication." But I said, "But just think about that for a second. Think about your day to day. I'm trying to work you through your day to day and improve your quality of life, because that's really what it's about. It's about function and optimizing function." And I didn't say this to him. I'm not going to say this to a person that's on several medications. But it's just a question to think about. Like, if someone's truly healthy, how many medications would they really be on? I'm not telling you stop taking medication, but if you're truly healthy, how many medications would you really need, right? Think about that for yourself, right? So point being, like, I'm not telling you stop taking medication, but try to take the least amount as possible would be like, that would be my game plan, right? To try to take the least amount as possible. And then if they, if you get to a point where you need them, maybe they would work better. I don't know, possibly. Or maybe you have all these other effects. And I know when I pulled it up in front of them, I put in side effects because that's how they label it. But it's really other effects. It's not really side effects. It's just other effects of the medication, right? So just thinking about that and just going through with patients and thinking about how wild that is. It really doesn't matter about your quality of life and your health. That's not really what it's about. It's just about changing numbers you know, on whatever measurement they're using. And that's what medicine's really good at, by the way. They have a before and an after. That's really what that enables them to just sell drugs easily. Because if you have a before, no, it came down, the number is good. It's like, yeah, but I'm dying over here. My quality of life is horrible. This is terrible for me. You know, so just something to think about, different perspective, looking at things from a more holistic wellness perspective. That's the way I view it. So let me know if that makes sense to you.